We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. On first down, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again. Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. Now Saquon Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
A first down carry for Barkley. And some room to roam now. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Seahawks.
The explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all. Did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second and 9 now. They'll dump this off to Akers. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They find some open field here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 27. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them, wiggle, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things.
And it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. "21-0 our score after one. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Hand off here to Roundtree. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. Touchdown! 2-2 Atwell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to maneuver. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. And we're still in the second quarter.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now it's Wilson. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit.
Have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a hit and a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Finding room to the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Gay's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is here and has our EA Sports halftime report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Chris Barnes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Jacob Harris, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now. 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw. Wilson. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, certainly.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 25th touchdown, tying him at Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he's got this down to the 35. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they've burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. And a return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. A handoff to Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. 154 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. He knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the ground, it's Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff. Henderson. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 169 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now it's Barkley. Broken tackle, and now he spins free. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, you can't score.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down at 4. They run again with Carson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check four. Sponge. No. Check 20. Good. Check 50.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check three.
Now a give right side. Carson. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Carson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Check safety. Shift.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out in the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Let's get that.
And he gets into the end zone. We'll give him credit. They're not going to take this deficit lying down. They get 2 closer here on the fake extra point. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes. L.A. football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
Takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. They'll call it a convincing win here in this one, and we had some interesting plays throughout. Maybe one of the most interesting, ending the game on an onside kick. They actually recovered it, but it didn't really matter.
No, you're exactly right, and maybe they just wanted to work on something, right? Even though it wouldn't have affected the final score, you work on it, you get it, you feel good about that. But I remember I had a coach who said, I don't waste those onside kicks. You don't get many of them anyway. Let's not use it when we don't need to.
So for the Seahawks, they improved their mark to 12-4 with 1 game to go. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.